Emma, I am your Pilates instructor. Welcome back to Alive Wellness. I'm really excited for today's workout. We're going to be doing everything obliques. Now your obliques are the two muscles that run down either side of your core. You've got your internal and external obliques, and they support really functional movements. So anything that comes laterally, anytime we're twisting, they're the muscles that you want to be switching on for you to really stay stable and prevent any injury in those situations. So we're going to be working through some oblique stuff. Let's just get straight into it. We are starting down on the mat, and before we take it into the obliques, I want you to just find a little bit of stability through the pelvis and a bit of a warm up into the core. So allow your feet to be planted down. Let's bring our hands by our side. I want you to just think of your lumbar spine, your lower back. We're going to tilt our pelvis towards us. Allow that lower back to flatten on the mat. And then tilt the pelvis away from us and allow it to lengthen and extend away. So what we're doing here is we're just bringing a little bit of mobility through our lumbar. We're just allowing it to stretch and release and move here with a little bit of ease before we begin to activate through our core. So let's take one more in either direction. Then I want you to find that point in the middle where we're neither flattening nor arching. We're allowing our hips to be really steady on the mat. Our hips are level. We're gently going to activate into that lower belly. So bring your hands behind your head. Now from here, we're going to just gently squeeze into that lower part of the belly. Allow our chest to just gently float off the mat and then release back down with control. So we're using our breath to exhale as we come up. We're using our inhale to lower down. We're just activating those deep abdominal muscles. These are your transverse abs or your pelvic floor, sort of the lower inner part that we need to stabilize our pelvis before we find all of those fun twists and rotations through the body. Use your exhale up, use your inhale back down. Good. Now from here, we're going to layer this movement. So next time you come up, I want you to float one of your legs up off the ground into tabletop. Pause for a second, then release back down. We're going to alternate legs. So we're taking it into a little bit less stability as one leg is floating up. And as you move, I want you to again think of that neutral spine. So you're trying not to let your actual pelvis move, but all of the work is coming up through the belly. We're allowing the core to guide us and the breath to lead the pace of the movement. Exhale up, inhale down. We're going to layer again. This time as the leg floats up, the opposite elbow is going to reach across that knee. We're going to twist, release down, alternating sides. And as we move here, we're now beginning to find some activation into our obliques. So remember the side of the core, also known as our waist area. Now I want you to tighten up the side that we're twisting towards. So allow that side to activate, squeeze in as you begin to rotate. As we move through these exercises today, I want you to really focus on rotating the entire torso. Rather than bringing the knee towards the elbow is reaching towards that knee. Exhale across, inhale back down. We're going to take two more like this. And then I want you to go back to your first side and pause here. Now in this position, you're going to extend the opposite arm along or across that leg. Stay in your twist. Let's begin little pulses here. So now you're tightening up that waist area even more. Really squeeze it in. Lots of energy through those fingertips. We go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's release back down. We're going to twist in the other direction. Now take that pause. Extend that opposite arm. Begin your pulses here. Nice and gentle. Breathing. Don't hold that breath. We always let it flow for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna release back down. Good, release your head, bring your hands by your side. Let's open the feet wide and just drop side to side. Now just feel a little bit of a stretch through the hips and through that obliques. Find that release as we move here. Good, so we should be feeling slightly warmer through that obliques now. We're gonna take the movement a little bit bigger. So hands come back behind your head. Now they're just there to support the head. I want you to allow the elbows to drop out. Feel that neutral spine we spoke about before. You're gonna come back up for a crunch. Then I want you to float your feet up into tabletop now. Again, don't let your pelvis move. Don't let that lower back flatten or arch. Now from here, you're gonna extend your right leg out long. Lower it down to the mat. Take a twist to that left leg and then bring them back in, reset. Other side, we extend, we twist towards that leg that's staying still. Come back through center. Let's exhale to find our twist. Inhale to find that reset. Now as you move here, we always move with that slow, controlled pace. The slower, the better here. It's going to help us engage deep into those muscles. We don't always want to train for those aesthetics. We want to train to move easier. So finding that true twist in the torso is going to help us and allow us to move with ease. Let's take 3 more. Exhale as you twist. Inhale to reset, last one. Good, you're gonna place the feet on the ground. We're gonna reach the arms to the ceiling, release your head. Now let's bring the feet slightly further away from us. Let's rotate the palms so they're facing down to our knees. You're gonna reach the arms overhead. Now don't let the ribs flare. Keep some control through the core. We're gonna inhale, reach through those fingertips. As you exhale, hands press forward, head comes to your chest. Now we're coming all the way up to sitting. If you need to, use your hands, support your spine. We're gonna restack taller here. Now from here, I want you to scoop into your belly. It's like someone is punching you in your lower belly. We're reversing just a little bit down, about halfway down. Now I want you to create a nice rounded position with your arms like you're holding a lovely big beach ball. From here, we're just gonna rotate side to side. Now we keep a nice lengthened spine here. You might want to imagine someone has a string through the crown of your head. Now they're lengthening your neck, they're pulling you up. And then you're using the entire twist of the torso to work that obliques. Now as you work here, really be mindful. So as we twist in everyday life, maybe you're twisting across your bench to grab your coffee, or you're bending down to pick up your shoe. You're feeling that really tight movement through your back, or you're forgetting to be really functional. We're just allowing ourselves to be prone to injury here. We're not moving with functionality, we're not moving with ease. So as you move today through this Pilates workout, I want you to focus on how that mindfulness can help us find the ease in our movement. Inhale as you go one way. Exhale as you go the other way. We've got 2 more twists here. Really feel that endurance through the core. Feel it switch on. We come back through center, pause. You're gonna extend your arms back out. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll all the way back down. Keep the feet planted. Reach the arms overhead, stretch. We've got 1 more round similar to that. Now this time I want you to again focus on that mindfulness. So as we begin our exhale, hands come forward. Head comes to chest. We roll up to sitting, restacking the spine. Sit tall, drop the shoulders down. Now we're gonna inhale and then exhale, roll halfway down. Feel that pause. From here, you're gonna send your left fingertips forwards. You're gonna follow the hand as we take a rotation, look to the back of our mat. Pause, come back through center, release. Other side, we twist to the back of the mat. We come back through center to find that release. Exhale, open up. Inhale, come back through the middle. We're staying off those sit bones, off that tailbone. We're finding the rotation from our head through the neck, the spine, the torso, all the way down to our pelvis here. Now you can continue like this, or if you want to challenge, you're going to lift the leg that we're twisting towards up off the ground, add a bit more instability, then come back through center. Same breath, exhale, open. Inhale, close. Let's just take one more either side. Last one here. Come back through the middle. We're going to restack this time. Sit tall, let's bend the knees. Let's just flip forward over the feet for a second. Release your head. Allow the neck to drop. Release the spine gently. We're going to take one more exercise for our obliques here. I want you to come into some side lying position. So you can have your knees at the front of your mat, your hips and heels towards the back. They're bent. Now instead of releasing down today, we're on our forearm. So we're in a nice lengthened position through the spine. We're going to keep our knees down today. I want you to really think mind to muscle. We're working our obliques. So those bottom ribs, instead of collapsing down here, we're lifting them up. We're activating the belly. From here, send that top arm up. You're going to reach that top arm overhead as you send your hips up into a half side plank. Feel that stretch through the upper side of the body and feel that activation through the bottom side. Then reset back down. So we exhale up and over. Inhale, reset. Let's take 3 more here. Now think of those lower ribs coming up, squeezing that obliques to guide the movement. Last one, you're going to hold it for a little bit longer. I just want you to stay, enjoy that stretch, release, feel the abs switching on, and release. There, we simply flip over to the second side. Same positioning. We want the knees at the front, hips and heels at the back. Now, forearm is down. We're not collapsing. We're lifting up through those lower ribs. Send your hand up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, send the hips up. Take that lovely stretch over, release your head, and then reset down. Exhale over. Inhale, reset. Let the breath lead the movement. Let the breath help you find some ease here. Let's go one more. We're going to hold it for a little bit longer. Let's stay and release. Now you're going to come over to kneeling. We're going to send our hips back into child's pose. I want you to reach the arms forwards. Allow your head to drop down. Now we're going to stretch out those obliques. I want you to walk your hands towards the left side, just off your mat. Place your right hand on top. Send your hips back and down. Stretch through the side of the body. So we're stretching all of that fascia down that right side, past our arm, down our ribs. We're allowing it to pull away and lengthen from the muscles, from the bones. Allow it to stretch and be really elastic here, creating space for the obliques to move. And release. Let's walk the hands in the other direction. This time the left hand comes on top. Send the hips back first. Drop your head, feel that release. Now hold it here for one more breath. Exhale into it. And then walk the hands back forwards. We restack our spine. Let's come to kneeling. Allow your head to restack on your spine. Allow the ribs to draw in. Feel really lengthened here. We're going to bring the arms up to the ceiling, gather in all that air, take an inhale. Exhale, let that go. Feel that length, feel that ease. Now as you move through your day today, just have a little bit more mindfulness on that obliques and how when we twist, when we reach, when we bend, we can feel that activation from within first to help us find the ease through the movement. Thank you for joining me today, guys, and have a lovely rest of your day.